Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging literally right now while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I hope this camera lens isn't dirt, like fogged up or something. Not fogged up, but dirty. I haven't done a video since the surprise birthday party video. I don't think. I have fever blisters. You can't really tell, but I do have a Brevo on them all over. There's one here, there's one here, there's some up my nose with a rubber hose. Remember that? Um, Anyhow, yeah, so I thought I'd come on and just catch up, touch base, show you my fever blisters. They aren't really noticeable now. Show you how my pierced ears are coming along, and tell you about the surprise party, and show you Bernadette. Isn't she darling? Isn't she lovely? She's wearing Bernard's necklace. Since he died, she inherited it. Yeah, she's a big child. Okay, my back's hurt. I'm on ice right now as I do this video. I just got off work. I worked at the diner 1 to 7:30. We are open on Friday nights now, so Friday hours only. Only Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Piece of hair here. It's gonna drive me nuts. Hold on. Fridays only at the Lake Diner, located for your convenience on Water Street, Conneaut Lake. We are open Fridays from 7 in the morning until, that ice, until 8 at night. Perpetual's sending me a message. Perpetual and I have been together 21 years. Can you dig it? Okay, anyhow, surprise party. I'll tell you about it. Aunt Liz came up. Katie and Spencer had asked early on, like, where do I want to go to dinner for my birthday? And this lounge place, that's where it was. It's called the Lounge. The Oaks at the Lounge, or the Lounge at the Oaks or something. It's almost in the neighborhood. It used to be the Park Fire Hall. And I said, let's go there, because I'd been there one other time with the work crew, and they have super delicious thin crust pizza. They have one of those ovens out front that's real popular now. I don't know what they're called, but I think you probably know, because you know more than I do about stuff generally. Yeah, and so they make the thin crust pizza, and I thought that might be good for my birthday. I hardly ever eat pizza. So I had Aunt Liz come up. I thought it was just Spencer, Katie, Aunt Liz, me, Perpetual. And then through my mind, like on occasion, this was like back in January, she asked me what I wanted to do, like mid-January. And so a couple times I thought, I wonder if they're going to do anything like a surprise party or something. Since I'm going to be 60, I was thinking that then, because now I am 60. And it just flashed through my mind quickly. And then the day of, I might have thought about it once, but nobody was really letting on or whatever. And then, but however, I was surprised at the amount of people and the big, huge, I mean, I had no idea it'd be anything like that. But the last minute, the surprise, I wasn't surprised, because we got there about 5 minutes to 7. We're supposed to be there, eat at 7 or be there at 7 under reservations that Spencer made or whatever. And the parking lot was really full. And I was like in the back of the van, and it's a work van like Edna. It was Big Red, Joel's van, and Aunt Liz was up front. And as we were pulling around the parking lot, I noticed Mick and Jason. Mick, Mick, Mr. Mick. He does videos here on YouTube. You know him, very dear friend. They were getting out of their vehicle. I could have sworn it was them. And then once we came around to park, I saw it was them entering the place. Well, they don't drink. They don't, it's not a place they would go to generally. I don't think. I mean, they do serve dinner. And they had Mexican Cokes. I guess it's sugar instead of the high fructose corn syrup or whatever. And they had pizza. Okay. So anyhow, I thought there's something going on, because, Joel and I were walking in behind Spencer and Aunt Liz, because Spencer came out to greet us and take Aunt Liz in, because she has a little bit of a hard time walking, as you might remember from my video I did where I talked about her almost wiping out on Water Street and flipping out, and I remained calm. So anyhow, we're walking in, and I stopped Joel and I said, are they having a surprise party for me? And he's like, I have no idea. And he actually was a fairly good actor. I walked in, there's Jay Byam, the entertainment, playing Lounging with Lisa kind of theme song. And, everybody yelled surprise. And then you saw me take a video. And there were just people galore there. It was unreal. There were people there I haven't seen in actual years. With an S, ladies and gentlemen. Neighbors were there. Isn't it hilarious? People can live like right next door to you this way. And you never see them unless there's like an event or something. It's just kind of silly. One of the Cowden triplets, Tammy, she's been on video a long time ago. She had dog named Chance. She still does. She's been on, but it's been years, years, years ago that she's on this video series. And it was just crazy. It was delightful. I couldn't believe they had like the entertainment, the cake. At some point, I might try to like show you the pictures. I sent some privately to people, but there was a video of like when I came in and my like because Katie was videoing, and then I made a little speech and so on and so forth and la di da da. But yes, I was very surprised at the amount of people and the extent that they went to, to surprise me and have a lovely time. The cake was huge. It was made by Golden Dawn here in Coney Lake, and everybody raved about it. And then for party favors, okay, see the donkey? How can you miss him? This actually fits on a straw, and it's one of those swirly-do straws. And Katie evidently ordered these and assembled them, and everybody got one of these. There were different colors, different donkeys. A couple of people there gave me their donkeys off their straw. That's why I have it, and I made a pin out of the other one. So those galore, balloons everywhere, black, purple, of course, and I forget the other color. I think it was silver, maybe, since my hair is silver now-ish. Yeah, so it was just nuts. It was crazy, and I had to work the next day, but Spencer was there, and I said, Spencer, do you think you could go into work for me at 8 o'clock? I did have 2 beers, ladies and gentlemen, spaced out, and I ate pizza, but you know me, I drink half a beer, and I'm ready to go to rehab or something. I'm such a lightweight. But at any rate, gifts galore, cards with money. I brought all that stuff home. We had to like back Big Red up to the building and load it up and bring everything in here, balloons, whole 9 yards. And Perpetual went and stayed at the trailer because Aunt Liz was here and whatever, to give us women folk a minute to be alone. No, I'm kidding. But I opened all the stuff like a bridal shower or something where you have somebody writing down what people gave you. And then Mother would be totally proud if she were alive, but she's not, because I gave thank you notes like the very next day or something. I mailed them out. It might have been like I made the thank you notes the next day, and then they were out within like a day or two. Yeah, I had to mail 3 of them. The rest I could hand deliver. So that was my birthday party. A total shock, a total surprise, a total everything. Yeah. So what else can I tell you? The animals are doing fine. The weather's been really decent here, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't had that harsh of a winter, which I didn't think we would, because judging by the animals' hair, I thought we were going to have a, hang on, I've got to clear my throat. I thought we would probably have an early winter because they seem to be getting winter hair earlier than usual. And I just didn't think it'd be a severe winter, and it has not been. There's only a couple times I had to take water down to the barn, and the rest of the time we were able to break through with a shovel, and they had water, and the pond's not frozen over, and all that jazz. What else can I tell you that's been going on? Another death. Mike Cribbs died. He was like really close with my father, and he was younger than Dad, but he like hung out or whatever. And that was pretty sad because he used to come into Mama Bear's all the time. We'd sit and have coffee. I was a waitress. And, he knew my family very well, and just could tell me details about, like, Hauserman's Variety Store when it was in existence, because he used to go in there and help, like, as a boy, I'm going to say, like a teenager or something like that, get the newspapers together and deliver them or do whatever. It was a total, real variety store of the era, of course. And, things about Dad and whatnot, and he was always really fun, and kind of cranky, but I knew how to handle him, so it didn't bother me at all. He died, and then this other guy, do you remember how when I went to get Stanley, we borrowed a local auctioneer's horse trailer? Some of you might remember this. He let us use it. He's like, oh, I don't care what you pay me. He was one of these, like, kind of good old boy. He's just really easy to get along with. We ended up giving him some money to use the trailer. Of course, Joel cleaned it out wildly and went nuts and all this. And he was just so sweet to let us take his horse trailer that he just got, really, down to, where did we get Stanley? Southern Indiana or Northern Indiana? Hang on, let me look at the map. It was Southern Indiana, anyhow. And then bring it back, and it was a whirlwind trip and all this. Well, he died very suddenly. He was 69. Keeled over Dad, probably, I think, in his kitchen or something. And he was a very interesting person and was in everything, from Kiwanis Club to playing Santa Claus annually. Everything. FFA, 4-H, he grew up on a farm and all that. And I remember when I was a teenager, he'd haul my horse up to a horse show, and it'd be on this huge cattle truck that was like really high up and had a steep ramp to get up to it, and a big box thing was like kind of wooden, very old fashioned. But of course, back in the day, it wasn't old fashioned. And she'd be the only one on there. It was very cute. But anyhow, he died, so we went to his calling hours, and I mean, I guess 700 or 800 people went. It was crazy. It was in Shakelyville, PA. So Joel and I did that last Friday, so that I came in like later to work that day. But normally I'm the 2 o'clock woman. Oh, but today I had to be the 1 o'clock woman because dig this one, Lacey. You know Lacey. Her grandmother, age 100, passed away. It's her dad's mom. I'm petting the cat's eye here. And she was just a couple of months shy. I believe in April she would have turned 101. God love her. I think that the obit said she had like 39 grandchildren, 85 great-grandchildren. She lost several of her kids had died. And then, of course, Lacey's son died. And so he wasn't listed by name, but he was one of, I believe, 6 that preceded her in death as far as grandchildren, great-grandchildren, because Lacey's the granddaughter, so he'd be the great. It's unreal. Crazy. I guess she was an animal lover, and her name was Adna. I'm like, I didn't know your grandma was Adna. Of course, my van is named Edna. For those who are new to this channel and you stumbled upon this and wondered, who is this woman bloviating wildly in a reclining position? Well, it's me, lounging with Lisa. Anyhow, she died, so I had to come in early for Lacey because they were leaving town. And this is, when you get used to your mother, like her dad's case, being around for 100 years, her dad's taken it pretty hard, But of course, they're very thankful that she lived this long. And she was in good shape. She lived at home. She was able to use the facilities by herself and all that stuff. I think she had maybe a grandson or something that kind of lived there and helped her out. But yeah, so she went in for some sort of surgery they did on her, and at first it was okay, and then it was turning out to not be okay, and she didn't want anything special, kind of like my mom didn't. She's just like, let me go, I'm fine. Mother was 95, and she was grateful for everything over 80, so that's what's happening here. But I just thought Lacey's grandmother was such an interesting woman. She, a couple of the charities they had in there to donate to, I don't know if you want to say charities, because the one's a fire department, a local volunteer fire department you could give to, or a pet rescue. And so we gave to the pet rescue because she loved cats, and Perpetual is a crazy cat lady. So, I guess that's all, ladies and gentlemen. I've managed to go on for almost 13 minutes. But I think that kind of catches you up. I've been working quite a bit. Like I worked yesterday, and then I worked today, and I work Saturday, Sunday, Monday. My weekends are now Tuesday, Wednesday, but I don't work like this all the time. It's just recently I've had to do it. I mean, normally I have every other Saturday off. So, okay, that's it. Over and out. I'm signing off. Thank you for watching, and I live for you here on Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Please drop your political identities and any other identity that has you boxed into a corner. I don't know, I'm trying to think of a new one. Leave labels at the door. Research before you judge. And remember, war is a racket. Don't take my word for it. Check out General Smedley Butler and what he had to say. Bye.